So today we are going to go a little bit fancy. Actually, we always do, but this time we are going to be styling scroll bars. And I'm not talking about only the scroll bar on the side of your webpage, but also scroll bars that are on the actual webpage. Because sometimes it happens that we have content with scroll bars on the website and we get that ugly browser scroll bar. We don't want that. So we are going to style those scroll bars as well. So let's get into it. Okay, so this is what we are doing today. So first of all, as you can see, the scroll bar on the side of the website has a special color and it is a little bit thinner than the browser default scroll bar. And as you can see also on the page of the website, we have a few boxes that have scroll bars. And I have styled them more or less to see what you can do with this code. And I think it's absolutely amazing. And the special ones, basically there's one with a gradient that doesn't change color when you scroll, and then there's this one that changes color when you scroll. And I find this pretty interesting. I don't know in what situation you would use it, but it's good to have it there in your library. Okay, so let's start with the scroll bar of the website itself, and let's go to our dashboard, go to appearance, go to customize, and we are going to paste the code for that scroll bar in the theme itself. So I'm going to go to add additional CSS and I will paste my code and add it in here. And as you can see, the scroll bar has changed color and it is a very funky color, but I did this so you can see the difference. So let me just increase a little bit the width and you can see it better. So that's one thing. And as you can see on the top and on the bottom, we have these white corners that are caused by the border radius of the track. So I'm going to remove this because I honestly don't like it. And I think this looks better. You can change the width of the scroll bar from here. Let's just give it a 10 width. 40 is humongous, but why would you do this to yourself? Let's leave it at 20 so we see it better now that we're talking about it. And we have a box shadow, which is an inset box shadow. Let's just comment this code and let's see what happens. It does look better, maybe. But this inset box shadow adds a little bit of depth to it and it makes it more interesting. But you can just remove it, no problem. And then we have the background color, which you can also change or simply remove and just have the thumb, basically the scrolly thingy, have it colored. That's it. But let's leave it for now this way. And as you saw earlier, you can add a border radius to the track itself, but to be honest, I don't like it. And then we have a border radius for the thumb, and the thumb, as I said, is the scroll thing that we have on the track. And we have a background for this as well. Let me just delete it so you see what happens. Yes, now it's transparent and you can only see the inset shadow of it. And I don't recommend to do this because for accessibility reasons, just have contrasting colors on the scroll bars if you decide to do this kind of styling. So I also added, as you can see here, the body tag, because since we are going to be styling the other scroll bars on the page itself, we don't want them to interfere with each other. So for the scroll bar of the website, we have to have this in front of the WebKit pseudo element. So keep that in mind. Whatever you change, do not change that part. Okay, so we already published it and let's go back to the Elementor page to style the other scroll bars. Alright, so we are on our page with this multitude of scroll bars and let's go through each and one of them. And let's start with this one. I mean, I think it's really slick and very useful, especially if you have those ugly browser scroll bars and you want to make your website look polished fully. I think this is super useful. So let's go to our code, and this is just an image box. You can obviously add whatever content you want that is scrollable. I made it scrollable so I can show you this example. So I have given these two classes. One is card1 and the other one is cardo. Don't mind my naming. So the card1 class you can disregard because this I did for, as I said, to have the overflow while scrolling. Because if I turn that off and the height as well, you will see now that the card is fully in view. There's no scrollable bar anymore. Okay, let's return to the previous state. Okay, so what is affecting actually the style of this scroll bar is this class here. So we need to have this class, especially if you have other scroll bars on your website that you want to style differently. But if you don't, then you can just use one class for all of them. Okay, so let's go through this code. More or less is the same, obviously, like the other one. Colors have changed, which you can do as well. Let me just give it width of 5 pixels. Now that's a super slick scroll bar. Okay, so let's go to the next one. The next one basically is the same. I just gave it a different width, obviously, in colors, and the same for the other one. Actually, I just wanted to show you how they would look with different colors and thickness. Now let's move on to these special ones that have, for example, this one has a gradient effect, which can be easily achieved. So this is the code for the gradient. Let me just delete it to see what happens. So now we only have the background color of the bar, which is this one right here, and then we add the actual background image, and let me just uncomment this. And now we have the gradient effect. Okay, let's go to the last one, because this is actually the most interesting one. It's quite special, as you can see. The code is the same. We have added a background gradient here. So let me just remove this. Now we don't have anything because the background of the thumb itself is transparent. So let me just bring this back and let me just remove this dark shadow of the thumb. And as you can see, now the track has the color of the thumb itself. So this is a must. You need to have this there if you want to have this gradient effect happening. I will link the article that I have taken this from Medium if you want to read it yourself. But honestly, the only thing that you need to do is just replace these two values here. These are the colors of the gradients. So these are supported by almost all browsers except for Firefox. But if you want to actually style it a little bit, you can use this code here, which I will leave in the description below. But to be honest, it's very limiting. You don't have many options. This is about it, and I think there is another property, and I will leave it in the description below, of course. So I think these are pretty cool, and I'm really excited about this one that changes colors on scroll, and even the simple ones are pretty cool. And one thing that I forgot to tell you, for example, you want to give this scroll bar another size. Let's say you can use a margin block of, let's say, 1 rem, and as you can see, it shrinks, and you can implement this anywhere. It looks a bit funky, but maybe you can find a use case for it. If you would like to see what else you can build with Elementor, watch this playlist here, and if you have gotten any value out of this video, please consider subscribing, liking and sharing this video, and I'll see you next time.